when we talk about the movement of our hands, okay, for us as humans, this is a very precise movement. Do you happen to remember why we have the ability to do something like this? Definitely the opposable thumbs. But did I explain about the fingerprints?
Fingertips.
Is that all I said about them? Okay. Our fingerprints, these little ridges that we have, okay, they actually make grip possible. All right? Have you ever, like, say you touched something hot and the fingerprint kind of burn off for a day or two? Did you ever notice how different that felt? Okay? It was gone. And then think about having that happen to all the tips of your fingers. You would not be able to do this number. You wouldn't be able to pick it up. Back in the olden days, all right, I mean older than me, okay, people who would commit crimes, all right, they would take acid and burn off their fingerprints, okay, because back then, that's all they had. Well, now, you know, you got all this stuff that goes on with being able to find, a piece of hair or whatever, okay, they automatically go do the DNA test and know that I'm good. All right, but when we talk about this movement of the hands, we're going to say that the muscle has intrinsic muscles and extrinsic muscles. Intrinsic means within. Extrinsic means out. So there will be muscles that originate and insert within the hand and work on hand movement. There will be muscles that originate outside and insert to work on hand movement. You can actually feel them. Okay, so we're going to say that there are intrinsic muscles of the hand. They start and end in the hand, and we're going to have extrinsic muscles that act on the hand movement outside of the structure of the hand. Lower limb muscles definitely get interesting. Leg movements. And what amazes me is when we have a movement, for example, to smile. Everybody just smile. And I want you to give me a real smile, okay? Don't just give me the, okay? I want a real, give me the teeth. How many of the facial muscles do you think it just took to do that? Every single one of them. It took to make the smile. That's why it's easier for us to frown. It's like, oh, just don't even worry about it. Don't leave me alone. Okay? Let that dog lie. So, it takes all of them. But did you actually feel it? Because we're not used to using those muscles. Of course. You think about it, if you have something that is so hilarious, I don't know, like you're watching a movie or a show or whatever, and you're actually doing the belly laughs, okay, on something, and it hurts. It's because we don't use those muscles. Isn't it sad that we don't smile anymore than that? I mean, think about it. It's kind of cool. To move, to walk, takes over 200 muscles. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Ankle, foot, toe movements. Now, one of the things that I want to point out, when we have our groups of muscles, we're going to learn, when we start studying anatomy of the muscle, we're going to find that the muscles, a fiber, a cell, will have a wrapping. Cells will be grouped together and have a wrapping, and groups of those will be wrapped together and have a wrapping. All right, so we end up with groups that are present, okay? And then we have them named, this muscle, that muscle, so forth. There is something, all right, like they're trying to show us this cut, this cross section through the leg, so that if we were to cut it and look down into it, these are the muscles that we would be seeing. Note that they are trying to show us their separation. Like they're trying to show the purple wrapping around this one. They're trying to show green around this one. They're giving us blue here, kind of pink here, okay? That means this is a compartment, this is a compartment, this is a compartment, this is a compartment, and therefore we've got these muscles that can work together to give us a movement. Something that this leads to, it leads to something called compartment syndrome. Basically what can happen, if an injury occurs, okay, fluid can build up. And because we've got all these wrappings that are in place, that fluid can build up in that compartment. If that is not taken care of within about a 6-hour time frame, all those muscle cells are going to die, and that person's not going to ever get that feeling or those muscles or that movement back. So if you ever hear compartment syndrome, that becomes a major ASAP. Now. Need to do it right now.
Would that be the same thing as if someone's paralyzed?
Yeah, basically all the other muscles are working. That group of muscles in that compartment don't. Very painful, okay? I mean, very much a medical emergency that needs to be taken care of right now. So if you ever hear compartment syndrome, it needs to be taken care of like right now. Once again, we're going to find that we're going to have intrinsic and extrinsic muscles in the foot, just like we did in the hand. These are very precise areas. These are areas of the body that have to give us very precise movement. So therefore, the need for muscles that are in as well as outside the areas of the body. The foot amazes me. Now, very good friend of mine, okay? It's what she went to school for. And the movements that it gives, it's amazing. And if you think about it, it's burying everything. All right? You begin to look at it, look at all the muscles, the tendons, the ligaments, all this other sort of stuff. You're like, how do we even get to walk? Because that's almost the way that you feel about it. So the next chapter, now, let me think here for a second.